Do 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 do. Okay. Looking good. All right. Looks like we're gonna go rock and rumble. Okay. Ladies and gents, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna tweet as well so that everybody knows we live. Boom. Okay. Hey, Zeno. How's it going? Okay. Season. Yeah, gotta give me a second. I'm getting set up. But I hope everybody's having a good day. Always a fun day. There we go. Now access my own stream. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. So, having a very good time right now. Okay. I need to go get my charger though, so I'll be right back. Sorry, almost dropped my mic. Bad positioning on the table. Anyway, charger, important. Good thing this mic is so stable. I've always come close to dropping it, but thankfully never actually dropped it. Okay, now. Lesson learned. Go get the charger before you start stream. Hey, River Archer, how's it going? Anyway, sorry about hurting you guys' ears, okay? There we go. Well, aside from almost dropping my mic today, I think I'm fine, yeah? Alright, let me know if there are any sound problems. I mean, there shouldn't be, but in case there are, okay, let me know if there are any sound problems. The only thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to adjust the lighting on my camera because it is a lovely bright day today, and I am literally looking like a solar flare. I'm just going to adjust the brightness. I always have to do it in the morning streams, at least until afternoon rolls around. Sun's shining bright today, so it's a hotter day. Oof. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go stab stuff with my rogue. Because this is the way. Okay. Shoop-a-doop-a-doo. Now, this thing. I wonder. I'm going to try and roll in place of willpower. I'm going to try and roll cooldown reduction. See if that works. You know, and if it does,
need something blessed?
Might result in some interesting things. Cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction. Give me cooldowns. Give me cooldowns. Give me cooldowns. Give me cooldowns, I said. I'll spend all these mills if I have to. Ha! Got it. Got it. Finally got it. Okay. Now, previously, I had Exploiter's Aspect on it. So now I'm gonna try without any aspect on it. Well, good. I'm here now, Mike. We're going to try a new helmet. Okay? Special new helmet. It's going to get me killed even faster than normal, but I like it. Okay, so we're going to have some fun with it. And of course, I need to make a... I just spent millions on this. So let's go chuck a... We'll get a ruby and we'll chuck it in. But first and foremost, all these lovely tier 30-ishes, they all have to go. Because I need to actually reforge lower tiers. So between 26 to 30. I just spent a fortune, but a fortune is good. Starting to learn the cost points, but now... telling you. Okay, we're gonna craft 7 of these. Okay. We'll start with the very lowest. And we'll measure up from there. So Gulran Canals. We're aiming for fast leveling. So obviously we're only going to target 10 to 12 levels, yeah? And just make sure, ladies and gents, that that there are no sound problems, okay guys? If there are any sound problems in the things that I say or whatever, let me know straight away, because I did kind of knock this mic a little bit. It shouldn't be a problem, but you know, I did knock it a little bit, which has taught me a valuable lesson in not being clumsy. So if there are any sound problems, just let me know, yeah? Because I've adjusted positioning. Good morning, newbie. I hope you're doing well as well, yeah? Okay. As I was mentioning, if there are any sound issues, let me know. Otherwise, we carry on. No. Okay, so at tier 26, these creatures are only about 9 levels above me, which is obviously a tragedy, because they cannot even hurt me. Again, absolutely fine. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, congratulations. That's very awesome, my dude. Well done. Well done. Very glad to hear you're enjoying the druid, yeah? Oh, there's a paragon point already. Okay, sick. I'll be testing out Fists of Fate again with the rogue, so that's going to happen after this. Oops. But so far, so good. I take it no sound problems for anyone, yeah? Because nobody's mentioned anything yet, so if no sound problems, then I'm satisfied and happy. If you guys can hear me clearly, and I can bring you the entertainment, then I'm glad. So I'm just going to assume no sound problems since no one mentioned anything. Okay, great. Now I can slaughter without worry. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, dip down, oh blow me, bully boys blow. Hello, Sunset Adventures, welcome. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tongue is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore, and I knew her right there were. Captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tongue is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack and tight one more. Ooh. You know, I always wonder, where do these monsters get their names? Especially the ones that guard the resplendent chests. A lot of them have, like, really posh-sounding names. Like Monster Nobility, you know? Ah, crap, Criswell. Okay. Ah, damn. I hate that cold affix. The only thing that can kill me. CC. That's okay though. I can make it back in time. Oh my god, that stupid thing. Cold Affix is the only dungeon I avoid as the rogue because of how, like, there's no cooldown on it, which is, I think, the biggest issue. Because all the other classes, right, have a long unstoppable. Especially when you're dealing with something. You see that shivering ghoul over there? I have to specifically stun him because his Cold Affix was ongoing. Rogues have to pay extra attention every single time because as strong as our damage is, right, we don't have the long anti-CCs. And even our concealment gets broken. So you have to be very careful. You see anything with the Frost Affix, that's usually a death sentence for you. Because you will die. So do be very careful of that. The only way to counter those ones is if you use your, like, you have to use your dives carefully. Because your goal will be to actually counter specifically those guys. You do that, you're good. If you don't do that, you are gonna be very ungood. Okay, good. This is not good enough. This sword also not good enough. Because as nice as it is, unfortunately we have to take into account item power. Because DPS per second is hyper important on the sword. Not important on the bow, but still. Therein lies the issue, finding perfect gear. None of this other gear interests me. So for now, all of this will go. And let me pull up my build planner. Because I need to figure out exactly where I'm going to go put my points. Well, I'm 100% going to take the next one. And go for vulnerable damage. That would be the key. How can I avoid as much of this as possible? Okay, I suppose I could run with that. Makes sense. Well, listen, Badir, I'm doing very good today as well. You know, I'm doing very good because all of you are here with me, obviously, and that makes life very fun. Yeah, so I'm very happy to have you all here. Now, I'm going to do a more crazy test. I'm going to take our lovely Fist of Fate, put that in. Small wood thing. Oh, yeah. That. Avenger is perfectly fine. I think the tier 26s are no good though. So this one I'll have to go. Volcanic is alright. First we go and sell our things, which unsurprisingly here will do.
Are we buying or selling?
Then we'll go extract. Hey Gerardo, I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. I mean, of course I'll be doing good with all of you lovely people here, right? Now, okay, that's clean and clear. I need to go to blacksmith, just get rid of these two. Hey, no problem, man. I'm learning alongside you, so listen, I'm happy to help. I'm going to be here every season, so, you know, just keep playing alongside us and we'll all have a good time together. I love the people that attend the stream because y'all are helping me pay rent, so, you know, it goes both ways, you know. I'm happy to make the content, and you guys are helping me make rent just by viewing my content, so it's good. Thank you. I always appreciate that. We're gonna remove this, and we're gonna go to Witchwater now. Bone Spear is very strong, yeah. I mean, I'll be playing a Bone Spear Necro during my Season 1. I might showcase a little bit of it before Season 1 begins, although not so soon. But maybe tonight I'll have a video out about it, because I also want to show off the skin that Newbie got me. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the stream, and that my sound is good as well. Like I said, I accidentally knocked my mic this morning, so, you know, I was a bit annoyed. But I'm glad that things are okay, and that my sound is all good. Because this means that I can continue entertaining you with no problems. So big happy. That's literally the only downside, because I was being clumsy and I accidentally knocked my mic. There's the... Okay. Good. I've re-equipped Fists of Fate, by the way, just for shits and giggles, right? I put the Fists of Fate back on, and now that I put it back on, it feels very interesting. I'm trying to see if it will function well, like in comparison to the normal gloves. But for some reason on the rogue, it's definitely actually working well, and I don't know why. The kill efficiency is the same. On the barb, it worked really badly, but on the rogue, the kill efficiency is actually there. Granted, I do have to be cautious, but it's not like the kill efficiency is not there. I do play the Druid, but I play a pulverized werebear. I am not interested in the Storm Wolf, at least not this preseason. I may try it next season, and during Season 1, but yeah. I play every class in the game, by the way. Hello, Skank Hunt. Wow, what a name. Greetings to you from Australia.
Bless you.
I'm probably gonna do a video on the Bone Spear Necro. It's just gonna be a chill video of me you know, running around off stream leveling. But yeah, definitely. I'm thinking about it because I didn't have a video for today, so I was thinking, what should I do today? And like, although I know I'm supposed to be waiting till season 1, Necro is my main, so I've got a hankering to really get into the Bone Spear Necro. Like I said, I screwed up my first Necro because I didn't understand everything about the game back then. But now I've got an opportunity, so why not? Why not? For anyone that's wondering, I'm using the Fist of Fate right now. These are a hilarious pair of gloves, but for some reason they work on the rogue. For all intents and purposes, they shouldn't, but they do. And this amuses me greatly. La 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 la.
Always.
This way. There's no real advice. You should choose to play whatever you find fun. If you see me playing the rogue and you think it's fun, play that. If you want to try out the Necro, play that. You should just, because now is the time to experiment. It's the pre-season. Season 1 hasn't begun yet. Now is your chance to really just experiment, figure out, what you want to do, all that kind of stuff, because once season 1 comes, you'll be running. Finish the season pass and all that. So, knowledge of your choices is very important. It's kind of like all those people that got to play Diablo before release. Like, those folks, as soon as it was released, they literally had to be denied entry into that statue race because they'd already seen the game. Knowledge is a huge factor and a huge advantage when it comes to this game. So, now is the time to just experiment, know what you want to do, then as soon as Season 1 comes, you're ready. Now, this assumes that there are no major nerfs, which there shouldn't be, okay? There shouldn't be, but, there might still potentially be, there could be a change, there could be, oh look, an ancestral unique. And I bet you it's Mother's Embrace. Lol. Piece of crap. The one unique that drops the most, Mother's Embrace, which literally nobody cares about. Like, they should just stop dropping that unique, period. You should get it once in the campaign and then never again because it's useless anyway. There's no sane individual would ever use Mother's Embrace. Why would you when there's like 10 bajillion uniques or even just normal rings that are better? And usually the rings, the aspects that you put on your rings and amulet are the valuable ones. So Mother's Embrace should either be the world's most powerful unique or should just stop dropping. There can be no two ways about it. Okay. Well, the thing is, right, the Necro, you have to remember, the Necro has no defenses and everything seems strong early game, dude. Of course, it is also strong late game, but its playstyle, unless you are a Necro main, is very different. Because you do have to survive without, you know, without being able to be in close melee like other classes. Because the Necro does its best work at a distance. So that is, I guess, one of the trade-offs that I would say is crucial to the Bone Spear Necro, and it's why I don't mind the power. Because if you're not that powerful, you're gonna have a very miserable time. Like, they have to give the Necro some advantage, and Bone Necros have always been designed for something like that, you know? Yeah, Bone Necro is very good. I'll definitely be, like I said, I'll definitely be playing it in Season 1. Because I enjoy ranged playstyles. But if you'll notice, almost every class in the game is all about melee. So Necro is the only true choice if you want to go pure range and via the bone build. So of course it has to be strong. Because basically you have to kill them before they get to you. Right? And for that reason, almost always in any game, range damage dealers always have to be extremely powerful. Because otherwise they are doomed. And I do not like being doomed, my friend. Being doomed is probably bad. Where is the... I need that skill that does more damage. Shit, I can't find it. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Hold on. There. You. I need you. I'm just gonna advance it so that it's around here up top. Back to town. Enjoy, Ray. If it's the campaign Lilith, it's easy, don't worry. But yeah, Bone Necro is absolutely awesome. I literally can't wait to be playing that in Season 1. Although I might do a sneak peek today. Because it's worth. It's worth. At least as far as I can tell. And either way, right now, I'm also not, I haven't also maxed out this build. I'm still waiting for another Exploiters to drop. Exploiters or Cheats aspect, whichever one. But I would very much prefer Exploiters. Trash. Trash. I'll put this in the maybe pile. Trash. 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 Need movement speed and max evade charges. If you're not gonna give me both of them, don't. Trash. Okay, rest is all trash. Gonna need money for the big re-rolls.
Enjoy the swamp.
I'll chuck this in my stash temporarily.
You can't be serious, Thomas. Morgan's folly is lost in ruins.
You're talking about what resistance do you mean?
Like before.
You talking about the elemental resistance?
Surely you understand that.
Because elemental resistance counts for nothing in this game. The only thing that matters is armor, unfortunately. Okay, this is all fine. Let me do the same thing, but I'm gonna go back to this for a bit before switching back to Fist of Fate. for a 27 Nightmare Ravine. Let's go. And we'll drink a potion. Just give me that. Whatever works for XP. Okay. Lilith's second form is just her original form. Okay, anyway, thank you to everybody keeping the sound on. Just know that I appreciate you awesome viewers. Alright, let's go in and see what happens, yeah? Time to go explode. Everything is in the name of testing, my friend. Because if you don't, then, well, things end up pretty miserably. So you always have to test. I mean, okay, so fair enough. Fist of Fate I don't think will overcome like the sheer power of a standard pair of, you know, best in slot gauntlets, but they are pretty fun. Like, they can substitute if you don't have a god roll yet. But yeah, it's clear to me that a god roll would obviously be better. Okay, testing complete. At least now I know. I am not sure on that. The dev stream I think is tomorrow. On the 6th of July, there's going to be a dev stream where they'll talk about Season 1 details, so we'll probably know after that. All I know is that Altars of Lilith, this is confirmed, Altars of Lilith don't have to be done again. So your Altars of Lilith will carry over. But Renown, I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. So we'll have to wait and see. But for now, asking the details is pointless because, like I said, the detail reveal is going to be on the 6th of July. So all we know for now is that you don't have to redo Altars. My suggestion is don't worry about anything Season 1 related. Anything Season 1 related, guess what? As soon as the information is out, I will do a video on it. Which means you guys don't have to worry. Now, of course, if people choose not to watch the video, then that's their problem. But whenever there's information, I will always have a video ready. So, until you see a video from me, there is no information. Or at least there is nothing crucial known. Because usually the devs will make this announcement like before the season itself. And I think that they've realized that a lot of people who haven't played previous Diablos are in this game. So I think that they're going to make the announcement very easy to understand for most players. Because Diablo 4 has sold an unbelievable amount of copies, guys. And that is with many people still not having bought the game because of the price. So I have a feeling that they're going to make everything as smooth and easy as possible because they know a lot of players have come from other games. They haven't really you know, familiarized fully with how Diablo works. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to the announcement. I won't be tuning into the dev stream, obviously, because I'll most likely be streaming or doing my other work while they are doing their dev stream. But usually after the dev stream, all the video game review websites or whatever, they'll always have like an article out. So I just usually read those, get the gist of it, go source the original information from Blizzard, and then I post about it. Well, one thing which I will say is that if we don't start with all our renowned skill points at least, I'll probably run a blood minion Necro because that one is literally too easy to run. I'll probably run a blood minion Necro, go get all my renown done, and then after that I'll immediately start running a bone spear Necro. Should be easy enough.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Okay. Now I'm smart about this event. For this event, right, I've been screwed so many times that every time now, I wait until it actually genuinely begins. Then that's the only time that I free the prisoners.
Oh, bless you.
Because otherwise it bugs so hard. I hope they fix this bug in Season 1. Because this is the only bug that still pisses me off to this very day. Oh, hello there. Another Dark Ravine Sigil. Okay, come on, random dude. And there you go. Juggled to death. You know, I just saw that those were called glorious pants. I was like, glorious pants. Best pants ever. Wow. Hey, over 25 active viewers today. Wow, this is a good morning. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate the community always supporting my streams and stuff. It's really encouraging as a smaller streamer. I mean, my goal is to get over a 30 viewer average so I can pay rent from viewership every month. But, you know, it's really encouraging to see people coming in and enjoying the content. It really means a lot. I was actually telling my community today that, well, those in the Discord, of course, our family Discord, I was telling them that the viewers that I have are literally so engaged and so high quality that each of you guys, in case you guys didn't know, each of you guys counts as much as 3 viewers. Do you know that? So a Twitch partner would literally have to have a viewership to equal what I've got, right? Of 27 times 3 would be 81. Basically, each of you counts for 3 people. That's how high quality the viewers here are. And this is an actual financial statement from YouTube that explains all this. Now, of course, I'm not going to share the details because it's my personal finance, but it was really interesting to see like how much more engaged my people are, and it was very interesting. Like, so when I did the analytical comparison, I was like, lol. So take pride in one thing. For those of you who are supporters of the robot, you are literally worth 3 people. If anyone in life ever said you're worthless, you can tell them that they're wrong. You are literally worth 3 people right now. And that's freaking awesome. So thank you guys. Yeah, I just appreciate the fact that, you know, many people enjoy my content, and I think it's really nice that people care, you know? So it's been very positive. Yeah, go team for sure, Mike. You guys are freaking awesome, you know? Like I said, you guys count as like 81. So it doesn't get more awesome than that. Okay, we're gonna ignore this node because damage to injured enemies nobody cares about, but we're forced to take this one to progress, although it's worthless. Like, this is worthless too, but if we get enough intelligence, at least we can roll that. So I'm gonna try and capture as many intelligence nodes along the way. I'll go here, grab this, go up here, and where's my combat glyph? This requires intelligence, so I wanted to go up there, I may as well go this way and do it. Yep. That will get me the maximum amount of intelligence. Okay. Understood. Because what I want is the vulnerable damage. That is too crucial. Fall damage is the key. Blood is the key. As Lilith says. You'll notice that with the rogue during the big fights, that's the time I up my APM. Like I always up my APM during the big fights, otherwise I'm like playing slow. Dude, trust me, I feel the same way. Like, oh my god, it took me days to get it done on my first Necro. It was just so boring. But it's worth it. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for lurking regardless. As long as people lurk with the sound on, it helps out tremendously. So thank you, Twinkie. Appreciate that. Hey, listen, that's all good. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, stream on, sound on, stream playing. You know, chat if you feel like it. It helps out. You guys are literally helping me pay rent just by doing that. It's contributing. It's literally the reason I can stream. You know, and I only have this opportunity, like I said, because of the quality of you guys. All right, like Twitch streamers have to literally beg people to sub and donate every single time. But thanks to you guys and the quality that you guys bring, you know, YouTube literally just pays me to have people watching. So, you know, I'm very grateful to anyone that keeps the sound on. You know, this opportunity is only because you guys are so awesome. So don't think for a second that I don't value that. Very, very good. You probably will, Mike, but that's why, you know, it's important. It's important to get those renown points. Oh, and Bum, if you're ever lonely, you can just join the Robot Nation clan. I mean, I can't always guarantee there'll be people to play because I myself don't play with people that often, but, you know, you can join it if you want. We are here. And we welcome anybody. There are no requirements. This is trash, so I'm just gonna get rid of these two. 1 second. Junked. Okay, now, which I don't need. And let's see. Critical strike chance, insufficient. Insufficient. Very insufficient. No, thank you. Not good enough for me. This is just pitiful. Worthless. Ooh, actually, wait, no. No, 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 no. This. Potentially. All I would need is core skills to roll on this. This is going in the maybe pile. It's a dagger, but it has potential. Don't need any flawless skulls, do I? Okay. All that go. I'll just adjust this so that I remember that dagger. Just in case I find something better. Probably because they don't have the same deal I do. Like, I don't want to discuss any of my personal finances or whatnot, but my deal is simple. I get paid a lot from ads as well as from YouTube Premium. So the way that it counts is if the sound on the ad is playing. So plain and simple, as long as people keep the sound on as they watch me, because maybe other people also just want the viewer numbers, but I don't care about the number. It's about the number of people with the sound on so I can actually make the money. You see? So that's how YouTube pays me. Basically, as long as the ad is playing and people are listening to the ad, or if they have YouTube Premium and the sound on, then it counts. That's why I make more from people with YouTube Premium as well, which is very helpful. So that's basically the system, and that's why I talk about it, because once I realized, you know, how it actually worked, then it's fine. By the way, for that, you don't have to give me a BattleNet, because just for safety's sake, I don't add people as friends unless they are actually like top tier supporters or people that I've known for a long time. But all you have to do is you just go to the, if you just open up this menu, right, and you go to clan, right, so if you go to clan here, you can actually just look for, search for Robot Nation. Our tag is RBNT. Then you just send in a join request and I will automatically approve it straight away. So you don't have to add anyone to friends list or things. I mean, of course, if you end up as like one of my top supporters, I would. It's just to prevent spam, because sometimes if I add everybody, then they all spam me with DMs, and that can get a bit annoying when I'm spending time with my family or, you know, with my significant other. So to avoid that, I basically just say everybody can join the clan instead. Basically, all you got to do is just look for Robot Nation, and as soon as you send in a join request, it'll turn up on my screen, and then I approve it, and then you're in. That's basically it. So no worries at all. Yeah, there you go. Accept it. There. So now you just come back to the clan menu. Now that I've accepted you into the clan, right? All you got to do is come back to the clan menu and you're in. There you go. Welcome to the Robot Nation. Like I said, I can't always guarantee there'll be people to play, but you can use my clan freely. A top supporter would be somebody who's pretty close to where you're at, Mike. I usually judge by memberships, but, you know, people who, like, have donated significantly or they're here, like, every day, you know, usually they end up in the top supporters. But, like, for those people that spend time, it's usually after a couple of months. Like, if I'm frequently seeing somebody's face, then I give them the family invite. Either that or they've shown that they really truly care by, well, donating, like, big donors or people who get high-tier channel memberships. And maintain them. Those are usually what is considered top supporter. So there's a variety of ways. It's not all paid, but those are the different categories. Like top donors, like Bravo, he's been one of my top donors ever since I started streaming. In fact, I can literally say that that guy is one of the main reasons I've actually been able to keep going. The other is my lovely wife Kaz, of course. She's been supporting me since the very beginning. She was my first viewer ever when I started streaming. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways that people can become top supporters. It's just based on, you know, how you want to. Oh my God, Mother's Embrace. Who cares about this? It's just about how you want to go about it. Like there's no hard and fast rule like, oh, a person must donate X amount to be there. No, I decided pretty arbitrarily, but as long as a person has in some way at least shown significant support for what we do, and you know, they at least enjoy the Robot Nation in general, then I'd say, you know, they would count. I want this and I need this. This needs either total armor or some kind of damage reduction. This is going in my maybe pile as well. These two are going to be in the maybe piles. We'll keep them there. Add. Rest is trash. Hello, Sacred Stun. What's up? Thank you very much for that. Unfortunately, I do have to inform you that due to the fact that Dauntless supports racism toward the Asian people, in case you didn't know, here's proof in case you need it. We no longer allow mention of the word Dauntless on this stream or on this channel. In fact, I don't want it to be associated with it because I am partnered with several good corporate sponsors who are also Asian. So that's why I've stopped streaming Dauntless. I've stopped making content about it. I just focus on what I do now. But yeah, I don't want any association with developers who openly support racism against the Asian people, via their partners. So there's some proof if you want it. It's public information, and I've never received an apology nor any action by the devs. So just word of warning, I would say stay away from Dauntless if you don't want to be, you know, known as somebody who hates Asians. Then that would probably be a wise decision, just for your personal safety. If you still enjoy the game and you want to play it, you know, I leave that to you.
Win favor, my friend.
Oh, that's okay, man. Like I said, I let people do what they want. Ultimately, it's your decision, but yeah, it would probably be wise to at least know the facts about that. You know, not exactly the best situation.
Make the devil's
But thank you regardless for enjoying my video content. That I appreciate no matter what. Okay, let's move on. We've done some tier 27s. We definitely don't need a 26, although I'm gonna leave that there just in case. Electric Lance, let's remove this one because I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with Lightning Storm. Oh my god, Lightning Storm again. Lightning Storm again. Really? Physical damage resist. Okay, those are no good. Guess we're going for the suppressor one. I'm gonna go delete those. Diablo is treating me very well. As my viewership increases, Sacred Stun, I'm actually able, like, if I can get just a 30 viewer average, which we're not that far off, you know. If I can get that, I can literally make rent every month just by having people watch me. So Diablo's been really good, and the Diablo community has been really good as well. Pretty much everyone here is pretty damn awesome, so I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, I'm just slowly working hard so I can push up toward that that beautiful 30 viewer average. I'll tell you, once I get there, I am set. You know, I don't have to worry about rent, bills. As long as, you know, I can maintain 30 average viewers every day, rent is getting paid. So I'm pretty happy with that. It is a good time. All done. These are only about 11 levels above me. Not much of a threat. I still need better defensive gear, but this is okay so far. Yeah, good. Well, if you know me from the old days, you know that my build quality is always trustworthy. But yeah, Rogue is very fun. I'm a Necro main though. It's just that my Necro is my first character, so the character is totally screwed up. Like, I'll be playing a Bone Spear Necro in Season 1 though. Assuming no nerfs. Assuming no nerfs. Well, it's slow and steady, yeah, Mike? I'm never in a rush. But it's always nice to see people caring. So I'm very appreciative regardless, you know? I think it's just awesome. This is not too difficult. Go. For the rogue, damage is not the issue, yo. Damage is through the roof. It's always survival. That's the only thing preventing me from fighting like 15 levels ahead of me, because the damage can keep up. The rogue's damage is in fact higher than the barbarian, which is saying something. But yeah, it's the survival. Oof. Only.
Gregor, need a word.
I thought about it, but I feel that that's useless because Twisting Blades just needs one aspect, and I can instantly daze targets. I don't care about stun. Daze is much more important because I can stun lock them by knocking them down. So that's why I don't care about Flurry. Of course, Flurry rogues will swear by it, but if so, then every top tier rogue would be a Flurry rogue. But I've only seen them play bumming around for fun. I've never really seen a top tier Flurry rogue compared to Twisting Blades anyway. Like I said, I very much prefer Twisting Blades just because of how much they suit my playstyle. And also, for me, they're easy to use. Because on mouse, like, I guess Flurry would be better for people on console because there's less targeting involved. Whereas with Twisting Blades, I'm using my mouse clicks to specifically target exactly where I need to go. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, Pen. Yeah, nice job. That's always good. Like, it is possible to do that. You can push to any higher tier level that you want. It's just pointless to do so because, like I said, I don't recommend doing so unless you are clearing it efficiently. And even so, normally that's just for me to like prove to myself that I can do it. But beyond that, I probably won't. Because even now, I'm just hanging out 10 levels higher. Because the XP is good enough, usually. But it is fun once in a while to do that. I did that on my barb. And I was like, I can definitely do it. And with the right affixes, it's a breeze. But yeah, after that, I was like, nah, I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to chill and farm about 14 levels above. Because my barb, I think, efficient level is 14. Yeah, it's just good to prove to yourself that you can do it, you know? Which is like super fun. But after that, after you're done proving it to yourself, then you just kind of chill. But it is doable. I'm not saying it's not doable, you know? Rogues have the damage for sure. It's just, our survivability is a bit trash. And like when I want to play comfortably, like I don't want to be thinking about survival too much. I just want to rock and roll. So that's why I'm usually hanging out about 10, 11 levels, because I know that here, there's literally no threat of death. So I just do my thing, slash my way through, you know, and before you know it, it's all over. Lucky procs are bad, in general. Because the way the lucky hit mechanic works, it's basically like 2 rolls. You have to first roll to see whether you get a lucky hit, and then after you get a lucky hit, you have to roll for the effect. So unlike crits, which is just one single roll, and it's very easy to increase the chance of crits, that doesn't really happen with lucky hits. So, yeah. Overall, it's not a mechanic that I encourage. Some people swear by it, but I think that they're dumb. Because they clearly don't have any idea how this shit actually works. I mean, that's true. If something does come and bite me in the ass like that and explodes on me, then, you know, I don't really have a choice. Because some of these bombs also, I don't know why, they're so slow to explode. They should just be a little bit faster so I don't wander back into them after clearing the other areas, you know? shadow poison infusion to mix with the aspect that they explode? Nope. Because I have not found a need for it. Because not only would it take another skill point, which means that I'd have to slot something in the skill bar, I don't really need the explosions. Because my clearing is so fast anyway, you know? That's why, like, I just don't bother with it. But I mean, if you like it, you know, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop anybody that likes it. But the more that I thought about it, like, at first when I saw it, I was like, I really don't need this, do I? So for me, whenever I make a build, the idea is minimum skill investment and maximum utility so that I can actually survive, like, tougher situations, things like that. That's basically my goal with all of it. This one has a really good roll on the pants. I'm gonna change the dodge chance. If I could just get damage reduction close, I think I would be set with this. These are very good pants. These are good parachute pants.
Stay on your guard.
Let's try my luck, shall we? Chance alter 2.
No witchcraft here. Only honest magics.
Damage reduction close, no change. Okay, no chance. That's gonna have to go. What a shame.
Precious stones to catch the light. Come and see.
It's always next time. Okay. I probably need to craft a few sigils.
All right, traveler. Oh, we
It's
caught
3.
a rare one.
Good ones. You know what? For shits and giggles, I'm gonna do this one with crit damage resist. I just want to see what'll happen. That's okay. Renowned grind is very crucial. It's the only way to truly experience a character. It's painful, but you have to do it. And, you know, like I mentioned, there are several days left, at least. I know I say several days, but actually it's like, I would say roughly a week or more before season 1, so. Could even be 2 weeks for all we know. Although that would go a little bit beyond mid-July. Lol. Random, I love you, Whisper. Well, thank you, random citizen. I appreciate that. Renowned grind is what makes all the difference. Renowned grind, and then after that it's gear rolls. You got good gear rolls, you can do anything. You got bad gear rolls. Ooh, painful. Huh. Guess the crit damage resist didn't really help these guys. Poor fellas. Good to know that it's irrelevant to the rogue. Maybe it's just because I'm hitting so fast it doesn't matter. Oh, maybe it matters more on the elites. That one took a fair bit longer to kill than I normally would, but that's okay also. So I guess creatures only 10 levels above don't really pose a threat. Edgemaster is mostly just for damage, dude. It's not a survival aspect, but you can drop it if you want. I mean, ultimately for me, that just helps me reach higher heights. Because it improves my burst damage. So I use it mostly because it's easy to trigger. I mean, it's always active anyway. And it works well for me. Because for me, Edge Masters, as you can see, right, is just for the more burst-based fights. It actually works significantly less, obviously, in the fights that involve longer durations, unless you take some time to rebuild your resource. So, for me, Edge Masters is mostly, okay, I just want to use it, like, for a quick burst on a target that I know needs to die immediately. After I build up my combo points, then I unleash it, and then yeah. That's basically the way I look at it. It's going good. Hello there, person with a Chinese name whom I cannot pronounce. What's up? You know, I'll say one thing, Pen. 10 levels is efficient, but so boring. Literally no danger to life. Let's roll. And thank you to everybody keeping the sound on, as always. You guys are indeed the awesome ones. Okay, that's clear. Use the laboratory key to open the door. It should be right over here. Should. Okay. Come at me, random abominations. Easy peasy. Now just slay all. Although that is still one of my most annoying like objectives. Slay all. Why? Just let me slay the most crucial ones. Don't bother with all the small fries. Better go this way. Where is this last person? That's wild. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, first back to town. So we can settle all the inventory. And we'll see what goodies we have. Oh yeah. Yep, do not need this. Very much do not need this. Okay. Okay, those are settled. Now let's take a look at the actual gear. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Diplomacy brand. Nope. Wow. This sword. Yeah, no. As good as it is, the affixes are doo-doo. Means I'm not gonna equip that with a 10-foot pole. Okay, no. The affixes are still shit. No. No. Another set of trash tier affixes. Trash affixes.
Best of everything. Well, I would like that.
Okay, let's go back and quickly retrieve the stuff that we left behind. Probably would be a wise decision. Because I want every piece of loot with me. I'm not letting a single piece go. And as always, thank you to everybody keeping stream on. Alright? Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. My 16th reigns of the Chaldean Steed. Lol. Okay. Now that all the loot is properly taken, let's head back, and then we'll have a look at the sigils. I need to carefully balance pushing up, as well as what I'm actually using. This crossbow would be good, if not for overpower. Because damage to close and dazed is good. But it needs at least critical strike damage. Thanks, Pen. Let's see, where is it? It's not even on the map yet, so just call me when it's ready. I'll go there. Because I don't even see it. So when it's up, summon me. Okay, you know what? If I can roll this one to critical strike damage, I might use this. New crossbow. Roll for critical strike damage. Wow, if it's gonna cost me a mil to reroll, then no thanks. Not worth. I tried, but no good. Needs better affixes. That's okay though. I'll wait till a good rare drops. Hello, 222. What's up? Yeah, I'm still not seeing the icon. So if it does spawn pen, you can summon me. Lightning Storm I don't want to do. Champion's Demise should be okay. Let's hit Champion's Demise and see how that feels. Oh, good. I hope it was helpful to you, my friend. If it helps, then I'm happy. Okay.
No, no, no!
Oh, shit. Ah, damn. I should have run back from the butcher. Oof. Losing to a mere 10 level butcher. Annoying. I'll get you next time. That's the only downside. Positioning with the rogue is sometimes annoying because we don't have the... And again, I'll talk about this until the day I freaking explode, but we need a longer unstoppable, other than just concealment and shadow step. We need something like what other classes have that can give you like 4 or 5 seconds. And that's all you really need. And that can help you position perfectly. Either that or damage resistors should not apply to the butcher. Because that way I can take him on while dealing with the damage resistors, but otherwise I'm literally forced to kill the aura mobs first. Oh well. How you doing, Laz? You know, I feel almost like they actually wanted the rogue to play like a range damage dealer. But for some reason, during the design process, the melee rogue ended up way better. But in actuality, the rogue, by its very nature and the way that its unstoppables work, kind of similar to the Necro, it's like designed for range. Which annoys me to no end. Because all of the more melee classes, they all have a long unstoppable. Which again, my biggest gripe with the world. Okay. Go back. We gotta drop this off before hunting for the next one. Okay, onward, onward. Damn, that electric lance. Oof. I thought I could overcome it, but no. I'm gonna, at least for the rogue, because of how annoying it is, I'll have to remove the electric lance affixes. All the pain. Because I don't have CC immunity. This is where I really love the barbarian's ability to just scream and then nothing bothers you. You know, maybe for season 1, just because of how frustrating it is to play in melee, I might make a ranged rogue. Might go down the opposite path, because I know Twisting Blades does like the highest damage possible, but god, I am pissed off with dying just due to stupid CC. So Bone Spear Necro is definitely going to be the thing. The cat jam. Wait. Gotta go repair equipment. I mean, avoiding electric lance affix is one way to do things, but at the same time, it still pisses me off that that should be the case.
One of my better pieces. It is a deal.
No, I'll find a way. I'll make a pure range damage only rogue that works. Next season I will create artillery after my Bone Spear Necro. Oh lord. Self-destruction in this one. No, not really. It's just that certain affixes don't gel well like this one. The electric lance affix and backstabber, both of them, because of the way that it triggers, is just weird. That's why I keep dying. Rogue technically has a lot of survivability, but the biggest problem, I guess, in World Tier 4 for the Rogue is if you play this particular style of Rogue, which is melee based, they, unlike the Barbarian and Druid, don't have like the long unstoppables. So unstoppable is a very crucial buff that makes you immune to CC, and unfortunately once you get to World Tier 4, a lot of enemies have unbelievable amounts of CC. So the second that you basically like lose concentration, or you target the wrong mob even once, you're kind of dead. And this annoys me because that should not be the case. Like, there should be a way to play at range, you know? And then just not worry about being in melee range, because that, like I said, that literally annoys me so much. Because I want the best and most efficient pathway for you guys. And of course, the insane amount of Twisting Blades damage was very attractive at the start. But being in melee range when I don't have the long unstoppables like the Druid and the Barbarian have, make melee very unpleasant. That's why I'm thinking to myself, there must be a way to do a pure range rogue, like to turn it into an artillery cannon. You know, like just solely you stay in the back line and just absolutely annihilate everything. Has to be a way. Has to be a way. It's just that I don't see a lot of rogues like that. I mean, it happens, but you know, for me, right, what I want to give to you guys is efficient leveling. I want to give you guys the most efficient leveling process possible. And that should be a leveling process without death. It would be foolish for me to have a leveling process or have a build that has clear weaknesses when the game itself is designed so that, like, those weaknesses, you're supposed to counter it with your build and skills. So the more that I've played Rogue, like, I thoroughly enjoy the Twisting Blade playstyle, but this is actually frustrating to the point that I have to work out something. I have to do something. No, because I can't do this. I can't do this in Season 1 again. Like, it's just not... It's just silly that because I don't have the same features that a Barbarian should, I can't compete. No, must be a way. Because, like, as you can see, the damage is phenomenal. I have no trouble with damage. Like, damage is just instantaneous. Snap my fingers, things die. Like, I don't even have to think or second guess anything. It's just, oh, okay, I want this dead. Pow, it's dead. You know, there's no thought at all. It's just, okay, it's dead. You know, but although I have that killing power, it's problematic if I can't follow up with the survival. Right. Back to town first.
I have something to fit you, I'm sure.
You know what? Forget it. Let's give me 5 minutes, guys. I'm gonna open up the rogue planner. I'm gonna try something different because this is annoying. This kills the man. There must be a non-melee rogue build. Can't think of a way though. Because even if I'm working on the build planner, I thought maybe if there was a way I'd test it. But the rogue has no sustain. Unless I force myself to roll a temerity. That's non-guaranteed. Because I don't know if a temerity will even drop. Grr. Because then literally my only sustain would be freaking Fist of Fate and Temerity. Both of which is not exactly the best idea, although used together. I mean, a ranged rogue might actually be possible, but yeah, I would definitely need both Temerity and Fist of Fate together as my only source of sustain. And then it would just basically be like a cannon shot constantly unleashed. Could work, but then it would end up with the same issue as the Hammer of the Ancients Barbarian, where I tried Fists of Fate, but because I'm relying on one big shot, it won't work. So maybe only Temerity could be a possibility. It'd be a far more complex build. That's because your basic skill isn't actually a builder with the rogue. It's just necessary for unlocks or for, you know, putting in vulnerability. I've heard about it. I know it works, but I'm thinking about pure efficiency. Maybe. I would say that which kit plays more fluidly, it would technically have to be the druid, because the druid doesn't have any issues at all whatsoever. They just, you know, kind of just rip and tear. Yeah, because for me, I need to, like, in my mind, it has to meet that epic level of, it has to reach that particular level of, it has to reach that insane level of clear for me. Like, it has to meet that specific level before I can even consider it, you know, good. But well, we'll see. I might come up with something. Yeah, you should give it a go, newbie. There's nothing wrong with that. Now is the time to try it out. Now is the time to try it out. I mean, it will cost you a fair bit to respec, but this is basically the time in the preseason to give things a try things out your way, you know? Then decide what you want to do. I myself am going to try out a Storm Wolf, but I'll probably do it in the new season instead. Yeah, go for it. Experiment. Like I said, there's no one person that can cover everything, so I'd like to hear. You know, I'd like to hear. And the testing standard is always simple. As long as it's killing 10 levels above, then it's good. If it cannot, then it's bad. So, go and experiment. I highly encourage it. I always encourage the people to experiment, try things out. And if you have a good build that, you know, maybe you want me to try, hit me up on Twitter or something. Put it into the planner and just show me what I need to build. Maybe I'll give it a go when I have the opportunity, of course. Because when it comes to season 1, I will be definitely trying a lot of different things. Yep. Like, you see, what irks me is that, like, certain affixes are just so annoying. Like, you know that those particular affixes will just completely destroy you and decimate you, which is silly. Because I could do, like, a higher level dungeon with the right affixes and absolutely nothing would happen to me. Take, for example, this. This is 12 levels above me. The only real threat here are the lunatics. Because the Khazra are literally a non-issue. Sorry, because the Fallen are literally a non-issue, but the Khazra, because of the unique units that they have and the particular affixes in that round, it was like 10 levels and I was still getting murked. You know? So this is why, like, with Nightmare Dungeons, certain things just, no matter how much you want them to work, they won't work. And this is what creates the differences between, like, the SS tier builds. You know, although I hate using tier wording, it's the easiest way to explain it. This is the sheer difference between a build that is literally designed for top tier gameplay versus one that is good but has weaknesses, you know? Like this Twisting Blades Rogue, no matter how much I like it, unfortunately, I have to admit it is just not at the level that I want it to be. Because the inconsistency is problematic. Unfortunately, this is still one of the best builds for the Rogue. Because the Rogue itself has the fundamental problem of being CC weak. Which is such a shame. It looks like I'm going to be changing my ideology. I'm probably going to end up playing Barb. So I'll play Necro first and then Barb, because Barb and Rogue both are equal in terms of the number of aspects they need and whatnot. So I'll probably end up playing Barb first and then Rogue third. I must find a way. I must find a way to make a ranged Rogue work. Like a proper ranged Rogue, you know? Yeah, no, absolutely let me know. And if you do come up with something good, you can just chuck it into the Diablo 4 planner. .gg build planner. You can chuck it in here and share it with me. And I'd love to try out your build as well, newbie, at some point. I think it'd be really cool. Like, I do want to ultimately, like, one of the things that I want to do is, like, once I've achieved, you know, all the characters that I want to achieve and done my builds for Season 1, when I've got spare time, I want to try builds by other people as well. I think that'll be really cool to do. Because in Season 1, when I bring characters to level 100, I won't have to worry about respec costs, and also the other advantage about trying builds at level 100 would be I can like if I really need a particular unique for a build, I can go farm it up in just like a random dungeon, and I should also have most of the general uniques. I'm planning on that. Cause yeah, for the poor rogue, it's so frustrating. I have to literally avoid certain affixes or it's a death sentence. Not very conducive. Oh, the planner is great for theory crafting your stuff. You can choose what to put where, and then decide for yourself, and then actually put it into action. That's what I like about it. Well, let's be realistic, guys. This dungeon was so easy. I could have done it with my eyes closed, just because of how simple it is. And this is exactly the bullshit that I'm talking about. Like, with the right affixes, the rogue can play as if, you know, like I cleared that dungeon in 9 minutes and it was 12 levels higher than me. You can play without even thinking. But then, you know, get the wrong affixes in the nightmare dungeon and all of a sudden it's a death sentence for you. That I guess I'm just used to ignoring that completely because you don't even worry about that as a barbarian. You just literally walk up to your enemies. You're like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna scream at you until I'm immune to CC, and then we'll have fun from there. That's literally what happens as a barb. Yeah, I don't need to worry. You know, I'm just gonna beat you up. Gonna beat you. I would say I like the Rogue's playstyle more, but ultimately, if I assess it on what can do the best at level 100, I would have to say it's the Barb. Because the Barb can ignore everything. Imagine, there's some enemy that wants to kill you. Ah, no problem. I'm a Barb. I just have to scream for a little bit and I'm immune. I'm immune to CC. I'm immune to damage. I'm immune to everything. You know, like, how do you counter that? You cannot. Again, it's why Barbs smash hard in PvP. Because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Thanks, Pen, I'm on my way. Like, literally, what are you gonna do against a Barb? The Barb is literally just gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna scream at you. I'm gonna yell at you until you give up. And then they just whack you a couple of times, and then it's a big hammer hit. If they crit, you're one-shotted. That's why when I wander around in PvP, I play Barb. Anyone in Robot Nation need the world boss for World Tier 4? I'll invite you if you do. If not, then it's cool. But yes, Robot Nation people. World boss, World Tier 4, yeah. I'm going to summon Pen. Just because I want to have more people with the RBNT tag around the world boss. Pen, let me summon you. Where's the pencil? Check. Gets summoned. Yes. Be summoned. Oh, I see Bum there as well. Invited. Come to World Boss. I just want to have RBNT people here. Yes, come join World Boss. Hurry up, Chado. Log in. Log in. I actually don't care whether you guys participate or not. I just want to have RBNT here. Because, you know, it's nice to show off that the RBNT clan is always out in force. So, thank you guys for joining me for the shenanigans, okay? It is muy appreciated. It will literally only take 20 seconds, so all you gotta do is come here and then we'll kill the world boss in 20 seconds, then we move on. This is the way. This is the way. If you're not talking about PvP at all, then I would say probably I would still say Barb. I like it better. For the Barbarian? You talking about the weapons or in the armor? Because there's a difference. For the armor, I also don't make use of sapphires, although people can if they want. But for weapons, I find them okay. I find them okay because they help against elites, more or less. The vulnerables are more against the boss. Are you talking about, like I said, are you talking about weapons or are you talking about armor? Because on weapons, I disagree. On weapons, vulnerable works for 3 seconds. So it's better against bosses, but you are guaranteed crowd control. You are guaranteed crowd control against elites, dude. So sapphires work 100% of the time. Your vulnerable works for 3 seconds. Your sapphires have 100% uptime against elites. So if your only concern is like, let's say you're doing Uber Lilith. She's a boss, right? You can unsocket all the stuff and just put in emeralds if you want. Because for Hammer of the Ancients Barb, you have to remember your vulnerability lasts 3 seconds. That's not 100% uptime. You have a downtime of 17 seconds. Granted, your sapphires don't even trigger at all, so it's still better than nothing. But you have to be very aware of that. Okay? Don't misunderstand. Oops, sorry. Don't misunderstand what each one is for, and you have to think logically. Okay, switch back to inner sight. I literally forgot that I have to have inner sight for this. There we go. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Don't you dare try and escape, Ashava. You are taking my inner sight. Take it, take it, take it. If you're saying we're smashing them all the time, then the damage from vulnerable is equally irrelevant on elites. It depends on how high you're pushing, dude. That's why I say these people are wrong. Because if you're pushing the highest levels, you don't always get the smash damage. And some fights with elites can last longer than 3 seconds.
Well done.
So I'm just saying, be very aware of that. And by the way, bosses do get crowd controlled. FYI. When the boss meter is full, it counts as fully crowd controlled. Did you not see that video where the sorcerer crowd controlled Uber Lilith and then beat it in seconds?
Look.
So it is possible to crowd control a boss. So I'm not saying don't trust the information you heard, B7, but I'm gonna tell you, don't be stupid about it. Think logically. And there's always a reason behind everything I do. I am no fool. So for me, I weighed the choices. I said vulnerability is up for 3 seconds. Alright? I have 17 seconds of downtime. Sure, I don't get the sapphires to work on bosses, but for most of the bosses, it's not a problem. I'm more worried about elites, and I can guarantee a bleed on the elites. And the bleed guarantees a slow, which means that the elites are guaranteed to be crowd controlled. So even if the vulnerability fades, let's say I am not able to smash within 3 seconds, I still have my crowd control damage coming in. Both daggers, 1 point on all the passives and add lucky hits. Seems to proc a lot of bursting venom. Well, good. Listen, if it works for you, man, I'm happy. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for joining me. Okay, I'm gonna leave the party now. Okay. Good, I'm happy to hear that. What's this? This is all trash. Shame.
Yeah, give it over.
Going to the tree whispers. But anyway, at the end of the day, one thing is that you have to also decide for yourself. So if you feel that my argument is not correct about the sapphires and emeralds, then feel free to run it your own way. At the end of the day, I am showing what has worked for me consistently and why I very much prefer it. Because for me, the crit damage it's no matter what, you're getting crit damage. But I prefer to go half and half. If you find that it works better for you another way, like you want to go full emeralds, go for it. As long as you're getting the right results, right? Doesn't matter, you know? You're killing 20 levels above you, 10 levels above you, 15 levels above you, no problem. In that case, you can literally do whatever you want, you know? Ultimately, it's just taste. And there's... Ooh, hey, this is good. I'm taking that. At the end of the day, it is taste and also, you know, preference. Tier 14. So you're talking about Nightmare Dungeon Tier 14? Because Nightmare Dungeon Tier 14 depends on your level, dude. Because Tier 14 is very low Nightmare Dungeon. My advice, creepy potato sack, don't worry about leveling. Go finish your campaign, go do your renown first, because you're clearly on your first character. Levels, ignore that. Your focus is go clear all your renown bonuses, because without all these renown bonuses, you're going to have a rough time. You've got 5 regions to clear. Get all the Altars of Lilith done. This is very important before Season 1. So focus on that. Don't worry about leveling. Just go through the campaign. Do some side quests along the way. Get your renown. Focus on getting renown. So do side quests, do dungeons, clear the campaign storyline, get your gear. That's all you need to do. Because you need these renown bonuses for really building the endgame builds. Yeah, so you're in World Tier 3 right now, B7, which is okay. But in World Tier 3, right, you don't need to push that high above you. Now, of course, if you change the gems, it worked for you, you're happy, that's good. I have no trouble with that, but I'm also going to tell you don't push the levels too high. In World Tier 3, there is no need for you to go more than 10 levels beyond, all right? In fact, the ideal leveling for World Tier 3 is about 8 levels beyond. Of course, you can do it 10 levels beyond just to prove to yourself that you can. And you've just done that, and you've proved to yourself that you can. So if you prefer the emeralds, like I said in the video, it's your choice, you know? And I actually did say it was your choice. I do half and half, but like I said, up to you. You can go for the emeralds, but don't do 10 levels above because it is not efficient. It is better for you, and you will actually find this. You can test this for yourself. If you clear at high speed, because I mean, since you can easily clear 11 levels above you, right? You can clear at relatively high speed, and you're doing about 8 levels above you. You will get the levels so fast, and you'll be in World Tier 4 before you know it, because ultimately that's where you want to be. After that, you can focus on like 10, 12 levels higher. No worries on that. But yeah, look, if you've gotten the good results with the emeralds, then, you know, by all means, go for it. In fact, if you listen carefully in the video, I did actually say, so you don't have to take somebody else's advice, because I did actually say in the video, it's your choice. But the reason why I do half and half is because no matter what, I believe that it, like for me, it's the elites that are a bigger problem than the bosses. Especially once you push even further in World Tier 4. I found that vulnerability is great, and you're going to get a lot of vulnerable damage, don't get me wrong, you're going to get a lot of it. But sometimes it will drop, because fights do last longer than 3 seconds the higher you go. And at that point, that's where, for me, the elites, right, the crowd control really comes in. And it really helps. And Jimmy James, Rena's actually right. You know, if you want to say hello, that's great. Don't spam. First rule of the Robot Nation, have respect for the streamer and viewers. It's very crucial. If you don't have respect for us, then we don't have respect for you. Okay, I'm going to go extract this. Just because I like it. No problem. We welcome anyone to the Robot Nation. But I think in Season 1, B7, when I'm going to try out a Whirlwind Barb, that's when I'm going to go full Emeralds. Because Whirlwind Barb, I can ensure 100% that I'll have Vulnerable up constantly, which I think is freaking awesome. So that I want to do. Because Hammer is so good, but I also get tired of the inconsistency sometimes. Usually that doesn't happen, Pen. Usually that doesn't happen. Because I've had lag and that doesn't happen. So I always advise caution. Because it is better not to spam. And also, nothing wrong with reminding people of the rules. Yeah, I feel the same way, B7. You know, it's that feeling that grass is greener on the other side, because Whirlwind feels good against everything other than bosses, you know? Whereas the Hammer, sometimes you one-shot the bosses and it feels so good, you know? So, I get what you mean. I get what you mean, because I feel the same way. Like, I really want to try a Whirlwind Barb just to prove to myself whether or not it's good or bad, but it does struggle against bosses, and that's because Whirlwind's base damage is so low, you know? If you look at Whirlwind's base damage, even if you increase it, right? Oops, gotta go back to combo points. Even if you increase the base damage, it legit doesn't do shit because it only adds like 1% to it. So even putting 5 skill points into it, you don't get much value. So that's why I'm thinking to myself, is there a way to make it work well? I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to find out. But the only way to find out is to test for myself, so that's what I'm gonna do. That is what I'm gonna do straight up in Season 1. Because, as I've always said, Whirlwind can swap to Hammer anytime, but Hammer cannot swap to Whirlwind because of the way that Hammer is designed. I forgot that this was a curse shrine and started doing my freaking Paragon in the middle of it. Whoops. So ladies and gents, don't be like me. Don't get excited about a Paragon point and forget that you're doing a curse shrine. This way. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go whirl first, and then I'll try, like, if it gets bad, I'll switch back to Hammer, you know? So I think that that's a good idea for me in Season 1, just for knowledge, you know? Because I don't want to be the type of person that, like, says something is bad, but I don't know for sure, you know? So I'm gonna test it out, like, absolutely, because, I mean, they're both shouty builds anyway, so relatively, a lot of the stuff can be ported over without hassle. It's just that the glyphs will be a bit different, but more or less I don't have to sweat too much on that. Is there a path here? There is.
Do it alone.
Sounds like they farmed perfect gear, that's for sure. But it seems interesting. Maybe there's just a secret we don't know about. I don't know when Season 1 drops exactly, but the news comes out on 6th July. Trip L. Hey Boog, thanks for lurking. So, wait till 6th July, and there'll be a dev stream where they talk about it. I don't watch the dev streams, but probably after that, they'll make like some kind of announcement and tell us all. Because usually the dev streams are just the first place that they go to, then after that, they make an announcement for the general public. That's how they usually do things, I've found. I think that at the end of the day, my friend, it really comes down to build and gear. Like with perfect gear, I think they can definitely clear Nightmare 100. I too would like to get perfectly rolled gear stats. But then again, in Korea, right, RMT is a huge thing. A lot of the so-called insane Korean players, right, they will spend millions of won to, like, if somebody drops a perfectly rolled or perfectly statted thing that is not a unique, right, if it's a rare or whatever, they'll just sell it to the Korean players for RMT. And that's why actually a lot of them play games like this, because RMT market is huge in Korea. That's why sometimes you can see them clear things perfectly, because they have the perfect god rolls and everything. One player trying to find a god roll is pretty difficult. You got 100, 200 people farming that kind of stuff. If you got the money. Because these guys are usually big enough names that they have the money as well. So yeah. Korea and Japan, usually when it comes to RMT, are pretty insane. Not gonna lie. I know from first-hand experience. You want to know how, guys? Because I get emails all the time from illegal RMT sites that say, hey, we would like to sponsor your Diablo 4 content. Yeah. In case you didn't read the English terms of service, that's illegal. But for these guys, because they operate in Korea, where nobody's gonna report them or whatever, you know, and they know that the Asian market's huge for that kind of stuff, they get away with it. But I don't interact with those companies because I refuse. Like, it's literally not legitimate. But I could literally, from those emails, if I wanted to, you know, provide evidence, or if somebody challenged me, I could literally show you guys all the websites that have offered to sponsor my content. And remember, guys, if you are a player, don't get sponsored by illegal RMT sites, okay? Please don't do that. End your career in an instant. But theoretically, you know, if something works with like if the whirlwind build works perfectly, then realistically speaking, it should, even if we don't have perfectly statted gear, at the very least we should be able to clear like 70, 80 nightmare dungeons with ease, you know? I think that would serve as enough proof. Yes, what about the Rage of Haragath? If you're asking me about my barb, I don't use it anymore. I used it in World Tier 3, but it lacks survival. So I actually stopped using it. Unless you get a very, very good roll on it. I swapped it out for a normal chest piece. It's possible that it is. Like I said, I stopped using it because I found that it was no good. And it wasn't helping my shout cooldowns as well. So, in all fairness, it probably is broken. I happen to have it, but I stopped using it around when I entered World Tier 4. Okay. If it's broken for weeks, then fair enough. At first, it seemed useful to me, but mostly for the bleed damage reduction, which was useful and good because I didn't have a better chest piece. But once I found a better one for survival, I dropped that straight away. But even if it was working, right? My honest answer is that if you have a better rare chest piece, it's way more important to use that, because aspect of disobedience is much more useful than the ability, because your shouts will cool down fast enough with the martial glyph and bold chieftain aspect. Those two are more than enough. So for that reason, yeah, I stopped using Rage of Haragath, because at first I wanted the cooldowns, but it wasn't really helping as much as the martial glyph, and it just like it didn't help my survival at all. So that got dumped pretty quickly. Grab this. It was great in World Tier 3, shit in World Tier 4. And unfortunately, this is why, like, the more that I've pushed up, the more that I've learned about this game, and, like, now experimenting with World Tier 4, you can see just how crucial it is for not only every character to have perfect stuff, but also, like, even the smallest differences between stuff becomes very obvious.
Come back if you need work.
The sword has potential. But the vulnerable damage roll is pretty bad. So is the core skill damage roll. So not good enough. Need something even more perfect than that.
Can I help you? Be wary on the road.
Okay, give me a second, guys. Thank you very much to everybody keeping the stream up. I really need to go to the washroom, so I'll be right back. Lol, that's your comment, Mega ZX2. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you guys observing my cake. All right, win stream for sure. All right, let's carry on. Actually, wait. For these last 40 minutes of stream, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me go on my secret Necro. This is my Bone Spear Necro. Let's go mess around for a little while. Just for the last bit of stream. Let me go have a look at the planner. Sorry, I've got to pull up my planner for the Bone Necro. For the Becro. You know what I'm going to do, guys, like with the Bone Necro? Because, like, I know that most Bone Necros would sacrifice all their minions. But I'm going to sacri the... I've got an idea. I'm going to sacri the... everything except for the basic Skellymans. And the reason I'm not going to sacri the Skellymans straight away is so I'm going to use them as a tank. Like, this is my idea. So far. I don't know if it'll work, but this is what I've got so far. Let me just refresh my memory about the build. I gotta remove all this first. That should be fine. This should be fine. I do need the passives, but I'm also not too worried on them. The rest should be fine. Okay. Can't remember where I'm supposed to go. Now, in the video, which I'll be grabbing the Triune skin after this, and I'll be filming a video later about the Bone Spear Necro, just like, you know, just showing off my wanderings around, especially with the newbie's skin, yeah? So I'm gonna enjoy that later this afternoon. No problem, deal with it. Happy to help. My builds may not always work 100% for everybody, but if they help somebody, then I'm happy. Let me just wander around here. Like, I can't, like, the one biggest thing which was confirmed, and which I'm very happy about for Season 1, is that we don't have to do this shenanigans anymore, like, oh, the map is all blank. If you've done the map on one character, and I highly suggest that you actually clear the map on at least one character, like, fully clear the map on at least one character, yeah? You will be able to, basically, you will be able to basically just go waypoint to waypoint, but you still have to unlock the waypoint, so you still have to travel there, but there's no more of this stupid fog shenanigans that you have to deal with. So it makes life a lot easier. No. The Altars of Lilith you don't have to do again. So they've already confirmed that you will get your, at least as far as I know now, I could be wrong. Probably we'll receive more details again once the Season 1 dev stream is done. But you should not need to do the renown for the altars again. At least that's what I know. Okay, again, could change, could be wrong. But yeah. Fog will be fixed, but you should not need to do the altars again. The altars are already captured, and I believe that they said that they would give you the renown for those, if assuming that you have to redo renown, but I'm hoping that they'll make it so that you don't have to redo account-based renown. Because if you don't have to redo account-based renown, that's very helpful. But if you do have to redo the account-based renown, I am going to be so upset. Because that makes no sense. Then your first character literally has to go around doing side quests and dungeons again right off the get-go, even if you skip the campaign. So yeah, I think that should not be the case. I'm holding out for that. Because at the very least, if you don't have to do account-based renown again, then only your individual renown you have to do, and that's okay. Because then I don't have to care. I can just go around, go town to town, go dungeon to dungeon, and that'll be how I spend my early days. Get away from me, random ghouls. I need to recover my essence. Maxed out the boner spear. Like literally whatever's offering me higher DPS and stuff, I'm just chucking it on. That's all I'm doing. This is why I like the Bone Spear Necro. It's literally gonna be the first true range build. I mean, the rogue is supposed to be a ranger, but nah, you know, Bone Spear Necro. Listen, man, if you think it's gonna be fun, freaking do it, you know? We'll all be chilling here anyway, so Season 1, do it. Just do all the crazy shit. Why not? Why not? Who is to tell you that you cannot? Nobody, right? You can do whatever you want. I encourage it. Because I think it'll be cool to see people, you know, taking a tougher road. Like, I'm taking the easy road because as a content creator, I want to make sure that, you know, I always give myself and others the easiest time, but that doesn't apply to others. Others can do as they please, and they should. If you want to go for the like what you call it? You want to go for a druid first? Do it. I encourage you to. Yeah, I say that's That's a winning strategy in my books. I gotta get more used to the corpse tentacle thing. Let's see, what does my bone splinters actually do? Yeah, they make people vulnerable, that's right.
I got first. Skins. I'll take it.
Goodbye to all. I would absolutely love, honestly, to see you do Druid, like right from the get-go. I think that'd be crazy insane because it requires so much stuff, right? I think it'd be crazy insane, and who knows, you might come up with an insane build for me to try out. B7, I would look forward to that. You know, the B7 build could be the next good Druid build for the season. So, I encourage experimentation. In my case, one thing that people often forget is just how much I love Necro. And the only reason I wasn't even playing it now is just because I screwed up mine because it was my first character and, you know, didn't really get all the right opportunities to turn it into God. But, you know, well, as you can see, the Bone Spear Necro is the ideal, is the true ideal, because there's nothing better. No matter how good people want their other types of Necros to be, there is no Necro that is stronger than a Bone Spear Necro. I mean, some people will say, hey, summon Necro, bro, but I'm like, lol, summon Necro. Lol. Maybe one day, Misa try. But unless there's nerfs to the Bone Spear, it's definitely gonna be the best. Because you can just wander around. Risk-free. You know, when you're not focused on your minions surviving and they're just a distraction, they're not too bad. Now, granted, this is only early stages of the game, but, you know, I think if I use this for leveling, the minions are a decent enough distraction that I don't have to worry too much. Then I can focus on completely abusing enemies at range. And once I get enough, like, essence regeneration off the use of corpses, that would probably also be very healthy. I don't think they're gonna nerf Druid, dude. If anybody's gonna get a nerf, it's probably gonna be Barbarian and Necro. But I also don't think they'll be stupid enough to nerf too much, because there's no point. It's Season 1. If they nerf strongly in Season 1, that's gonna send a very bad signal. Because respecking Paragon is not easy. Let's be real about that. Oh, another skill point. Let's start by maxing the essence regeneration part. This is like the slow, this is like, you know, the slow life. Necromancer just slowly shuffles through a dungeon. Give me back my essence. I wonder, does Necromancer's essence regenerate? I've forgotten. Haven't touched Necro in so long. Totally forgotten. Oh, it does regenerate. So it regenerates and also uses a builder, which is fair. I gotta admit, as slow as it is, this is not bad. Like, this is what Season 1 Necro is gonna look like. Just chill, relax, talk with your stream, and slowly wander through the dungeon. Everything just dies, your essence refreshes, you take no damage, and then you just carry on wandering. See blood boil, attack, stun everything, attack some more. Whack. Like, I think leveling up is gonna be so fast though. Like, probably, I think within my first stream session on my Bone Necro, I should be able to get like level 20 plus, just like I did with the Rogue. Because based on how it functions, I literally don't have to think. It's like, this will be like totally brain dead. Okay. For now, I have these, but I need to sacrifice a different kind of Necro. A different kind of mage, so... Okay. Let's sacrifice these. While my minions do their thing. Gee. Oh nice, a two-handed sword. Better gloves. Better chest piece. Better chest piece shot. Those I don't care about. Like, well now, ladies and gents, do you want to put in absolutely zero effort 24/7? Well, good, because if you want to put in absolutely zero effort every single time, all you have to do is play Bone Necro. Guaranteed zero effort needed. Let's go with damage first. Oh yeah, make them vulnerable. Hell yeah. Forgot about that. Okay, that should be alright for now. And my main damage dealer is maxed. Tell you, compared to the rogue, which is zooming everywhere, right? I look at this Necro playing like this, and I think of myself, if this was one of those isekai mangas, it'll be like Isekai Necro Slow Life. I became a necromancer in I reincarnated as a necromancer in Diablo 4, and therefore all I have to do is just relax and play slowly. Because come on, this has to be the most low effort gameplay. One bone spear, everything dies. Oh, look at that. And your reapers will just take care of most everything else that bothers you. Die, random deer! Is he? Even the random deer will not be spared. Necromancer Tensei.
No this place is overrun.
Of course it is. It's Kodragon. It's always overrun. By vampires. By the vampires. Oh look, some random event in the middle of nowhere. Blood is the key. Key is the blood. Okay, what did I get? Anything cool? Yay, critical strike chance. Gimme. But this one actually has better armor stats. Sad. There goes my extra 1% critical strike chance. La 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 la. Okay, there's another dungeon over here. Let's wander. You know, when I ride on the spectral charger with this Necro, I literally feel like some kind of death knight, which is actually pretty cool. Who this? Whoa. That wasn't very nice of him. But I only got caught by the explosion. Come on, rot splinter. I got you. Come at me, bro. Wait, how? Oh, I guess the explosion still caught me. I guess I was still on the edge of the explosion. Shame. Okay, cannot fight 10 levels above me yet. Back, rot splinter. Back. My thing's just killed. Hey, Subby. I only realized that my chat had died when I just heard that alert that somebody had subscribed, but it didn't come up. I was like, oh my god, my YouTube app chat had died. So sorry, guys. So sorry. Let me catch up with messages now. I agree with the whole design thing, but I think it's just because they, in their own twisted way, they wanted to make it so that there were multiple playstyles for the Necro. But I think that it just ended up not being all that great. Well, that's just how it is sometimes, you know? Sometimes even if you think of the coolest concept, it doesn't always apply thoroughly. But how you doing, Subby? I'm just chilling and playing this Necro for a bit because I got annoyed with my... I got a bit annoyed with my rogue and I was like, you know what? Okay, forget it. Time to enjoy some Necro. So I'm giving everybody a preview of the Bone Necro, which I was testing anyway. Making sure that they can see what's gonna come in Season 1. But yeah, this is the hilarious way to play Isekai Slow Life. Thank you very much, Kurt Busser, for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that. Welcome to the family. But it's definitely a cool way to play.
Is someone there?
Do you require aid?
Yes, wayward soul, do you require aid?
Why did Mother go?
Mother left for her own reasons, small child. I don't think you want to hear those reasons. That's okay. I will assist you with these ghosts that somehow leave corpses. Fear not, random small ghost. You shall be assisted by my powerful skelly-mans. Like I said, minions are just so strong early game and mid game that like it's hard to function without them. That's the only thing that really, truly, thoroughly annoys me. The fact that they are just so crucial to your Necro and then later on, oh, you gotta sacrifice him. Because did you know that the sacrifice bonus, like for later on, is 18% damage reduction, which is unbelievably good. And the problem is that they don't survive unless you invest heavily in them. So past that early game stage, minions are such a liability. This is legitimately the only problem that I have. How did I heal? Well, it doesn't matter. I was thinking to myself, how did I heal? I don't know how, but I did. I can't take any of these passives. I need 10 more points, so let's go get this. The more essence I have, the more crits. And we all know the crits are gonna be crazy. Oh, hey. There's a dungeon right there. Shall we go touch the dungeon? Let's go touch it, guys. Oh, hey. Equip this too. Aha. Isekai Necromancer champion. And I mean, the Triune skin, Necromancer has the coolest skin in the game, hands down. Sorcerer has the sexiest. But the Necromancer is the coolest. Okay, wait, let me quickly head back. This will be the last dungeon I do today. Bone Necro, baby. Bone Necro. 2 strong. 3 strong, 5 me, man. 3 strong, 5 me. She's the way. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. And in deep blue sea.
What else you got?
Take all this crap off my hand. Now, give me this because I demand it. Give me these because I demand it. The rest of this stuff is pretty heinous.
Be wary on the road.
Let's go, guys! Oh, the helm on Triune is beautiful. I love it because that fits my aesthetic. Like, I have an aesthetic for the creepy and the weird, which I think is why I like it so much. It just feels like, this is so robot. The weirder and creepier it is, the better. I absolutely adore that helmet. Feels good. Don't know why that event hasn't completed yet, but whatever. Look guys, I think the event is bugged. It's stuck. Okay, more damage. More. Well, okay then. There's an eyeball hat. Let me check the eyeball hat. There's an eyeball hat?
Laid before you is the bounty of history.
Where eyeball hat?
It stirs you, yes?
Oh, for Sork? You talking about this one?
That's a
But this one has the best dress though. I mean, I actually don't mind. This weird aesthetic is perfect. Like I said, if they buff Sork slightly, I would play this Sork. I will legit either get somebody to sponsor that skin or I'll buy that skin if they buff Sork, because that fits my aesthetic. That is robot aesthetic. Well, yeah. That's why you also don't want to push too high ahead. But did you kill him? The key point is B7, did you kill him? You know, if you killed him, then well freaking done, man. I'm proud of you. Do it, take him. Kill him. Like, I want to meet the Butcher as a Bone Necro as well. I just want to see what'll happen. You know? Because I know how strong this build is late game, but can it, you know, stand up early game? Will it stand up early game? You know? These are the questions that keep me up at night. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to worry about this first. First and foremost, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go with all the corpse skills. I think that might be faster. Lol, Hankit. You are now known as the exploiter. Jokingly, of course, but still. How you doing today, my friend? Sometimes you can hear the Butcher, but not engage him. Like, he doesn't always engage. So sometimes you have time to think. Like, I've had situations like that where you hear the Butcher, but he's stuck in a room or something like that. There's that one Reddit video of that guy playing a Shadow Necro, and all he did was like use his side's long reap to hit the Butcher through a doorway because the Butcher got stuck in a corner. It was freaking funny. Like that kind of shit amuses me. That's the kind of shit that people should do. Yeah, that's his World Tier 3 power. In World Tier 4, he has lifesteal, so just be careful of that. But yeah, I knew you could do it. Because, I mean, you were already fighting 10 levels above you. I figured you would be able to do it. That's why I love hammer builds so much, you know? I'm hoping that the Whirlwind build will be just as good. praying, praying. But we shall have to see. I can't believe that more people are tuning in just to watch my slow life Necromancer. Maybe I should do a stream on this Necro tonight. I mean, it's not season 1, so it's gonna be wasted effort, but I feel like it, What do you think? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. He does, he does. He has lifesteal in T4, dude. But usually your damage will be high enough to overcome it. I'm assuming, because otherwise you will die. But if you... Like, there was this one stream where I fought him with the druid. My druid was tanky as fuck, but couldn't kill him. Because it just became this war of attrition. He would get a barrier and just lifesteal everything back, and my damage just wasn't sufficient. So yeah, that is the only thing to be, I guess, wary of in T4. He does have lifesteal, yes. I wish it weren't so, 'cause I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. But he does unfortunately get lifesteal, and that annoys me. I probably should, B7. Good financial advice. Alright, guess I'm playing Boner Necro now. But it is nice. It is very nice. Like season 1, definitely, But I think I'll show it off tonight as well. Sorry, more cowbell? Oh no, I got murked. The only downside to this, if I'm not cautious, I die. Because the Necro is squish. Early game. My non-existent evasive power. My non-existent ability to heal. Well, yeah, but Bone Necro is even more squish because you don't like... Okay, so if I were to run a Blood Necro, right? Just as an example. If I were to run a Blood Necro, my Blood Minion Necro could withstand anything outside of a meteor being thrown at it because early game and mid game, your minions can carry you. So that's how I did it the first time with my Blood Necro, which is why I thought it was strong. But the Blood Necro fails late game when the minions falter. And unless you go pure summoner, you have a hard time. This Bone Necro is the opposite way around, because early game, you still ride the minion wave, sorta, but your high damage compensates for a lot, as well as the fact that you can fortify. I just don't have the passives running yet. I need a few more levels to get those passives up, but basically once all your shit is up and running, you do pretty good, is what I would say. Throw in a good aspect of disobedience and you have a very good existence. That's why Necro is definitely going to be like the first class I do in season 1 as well. It just makes sense. But yeah, normally when a stream is marked like rogue stream, people will leave when I stop playing that class. But in this particular case, it's like literally totally opposite. I play Necro and more people are tuning in, so I'm like, okay. Julio, I spend most of my time living in a gangster paradise. So here I am just necroing around. The only thing that sucks is the very, very slow movement speed. At least early game until you get movement boots. But even after you get movement boots, you're still slower than everybody else. Which is fine, but annoying. And also I keep forgetting with this guy to take potions, because I'm just so relaxed that I'm playing him in such a slow ass manner. I'm like literally ignoring potions, which I shouldn't do, because obviously that's bad for my health. Where is the last tree bone dude? Should be somewhere around here. But thank you to everybody who appreciates my content, you know, keeping the stream on and all that stuff. Alright, makes muy difference to me. Without y'all awesomeness, I would not be doing what I do. Your life. Okay, dungeon completed. Nice. That's good. Of course, in duos, certain things are possible that normally wouldn't be possible in solos, but yeah, hell yeah. That sounds swanky. Okay. This on. Because this is even stronger, put that on. Then... dagger has high DPS. This two-handed sword has lower DPS, so okay. Fine. This ring replaces that. Everything else removed. Oh, somebody requested to join the clan. I don't know who Jim is, but here you go. Accepted. I think Necro is just attractive to a lot of people because it's just good. You don't have to worry about anything. You just, you know, kill. That's always the problem, though. Like, for that reason, right? You obviously won't be using these skeletons with a bone necro, just in case anyone thinks that I'd be using these skeletons in endgame. That it's literally the opposite of what will actually happen. Okay, keep that in mind, because, yeah, you don't want to ever get caught out with that kind of stuff. What's going on here? Oh, ancient siphons. We demand blood. Sure, come, demand my blood. Enjoy the explosions, you foul creatures. I think the thing I love most about the Necro is being able to yank everybody together. He was kind of good. That and the bone splinters backstab people, that's always funny. Oh hey, wand has higher DPS. Oh hey, nice. I could, but nah. I mean, I could, but nah. Ah yes, the best summer camp for kids. Camp Trenchfoot. Higher tier dungeons drop better loot? Not really. But higher enemies just have better chances of dropping better loot. That's why in general, right, when you weigh up farming speed, all that kind of stuff, that's how we arrive at the ideal. Okay, so it's probably best to farm about 10 levels above you. That's how we arrive at that number. Because it gives you the best balance between killing speed, XP, and generally decent loot. But of course, ideally you want to rush enemies that are at least minimum 85 as soon as possible. Because enemies that are level 85 and above have a chance to drop like the super uniques in the game. So, that's a thing. I said kill everything in Camp Trenchfoot. What's left? Did I not murder everything? Slay all enemies. Where is the last enemy? Oh, it's look, this Stormwarg just wandering around down there. Ugh, wasting my time. Okay, go minions. There's Randalfer Darkfist or whatever the hell his name is. Kill him. Go, my filet mignons. Stop him. No problem, Bones. Happy to help, man. Happy to help. Anyway, I just realized it's 3 p.m. So actually, as much as I'd love to continue, and you know, as much as I enjoy you guys' company, I need to leave for lunch, but I'll be back in the evening. And you know what? Since this was so popular, I guess I'll do it again, you know? I'll play some Bone Spear Necro for you guys in the evening, just so you guys can enjoy the shenanigans of this. Now, the main thing is going to be in Season 1, but for now, you know, why not? Now is the time to experiment and learn, as I've always said myself, so I'll see you guys this evening for more experimentation and learning. Thank you guys for keeping my stream on and keeping the sound on and all that. You guys have been freaking amazing. Like, I don't know how to thank you guys so much, because like, you guys have literally made it possible for me to do stuff that, you know, as I mentioned earlier on in the stream, like near the start, but literally this, like the kind of stuff that you guys allow me to do will be the same thing that Twitch partners require like 80 plus viewers to do. We're doing it on just like 25 average. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. See you this evening. Bye.